As you guys probably already know, the next ban list update will be no sooner than July 1st, 2021. It's been a little while since the March update. The format has changed quite a bit. There are all sorts of decks in competition right now, and honestly, I mostly think the format is pretty fun. There are a ton of different decks that are topping. There are a ton of great rogue decks that you can play right now, so I think that the format is overall in an okay spot. But I am a bit worried about this upcoming ban list, and in today's video I want to tell you why. This was going to be a ban list prediction video. It's not that anymore though. I might still do one of those in the future, but I want to talk about some of the challenges from Konami's perspective that this ban list really brings to the table. There definitely are some reasons to be concerned about this upcoming ban list, and in today's discussion we're going to focus on those. As we know, we don't really have an exact date of when this ban list will go live. The no sooner than date basically just means that when a ban list does come out, it won't go into effect any sooner than July 1st. Now this could mean that it might get revealed before that, it could mean it might get revealed after that. We really don't know at this point. They've done it both ways in the past. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like to help out that all-powerful YouTube algorithm, and also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Now keep in mind throughout this video that, of course, I'm well aware that Konami can do whatever the heck they want. They can hit cards that just released, they can hit cards that are about to get reprints, they can do whatever they want with the ban list. It's their game after all. But in today's video, I want to talk about why I feel this upcoming ban list might have some challenges from a design standpoint. Everything I say in today's video is all speculation, but I want to give my opinion on why this upcoming ban list might be a pretty difficult one to make decisions about from Konami's perspective. One of the bigger problems right now, especially when looking at this upcoming ban list, is that Konami probably isn't going to want to totally ruin decks like Drytron or TriBrigade, and that makes sense. Those are newer decks and I want them in the metagame, but they're also the top strategies, and historically speaking, Konami does try to hit the top strategies on the ban list. However, Lightning Overdrive didn't have that many cards that made an impact, and the cards that have made an impact pretty much have been TriBrigade or Drytron cards. Besides that, you have the Amazements, which are gaining a lot of popularity, but the Drytron cards are the big selling point of the set, especially Diviner of the Herald. That is the biggest pull besides a Starlight Rare from Lightning Overdrive, so Konami obviously isn't going to want to completely kill Drytrons on the ban list. For what it's worth, I don't want Drytrons completely ruined either, but they certainly feel like a deck that can be very frustrating to play against. It doesn't feel like you have a lot of ways to interact with them unless you specifically draw Droll or Dimension Shifter, if you can even play that card. Even if you draw a Dark Ruler No More to sort of stun their entire board after they combo off, they still have Eva and Herald of the Orange Light in their hand. They can use the Herald of the Orange Light to discard the Eva, and then the Eva can search another Orange Light. So even if you Dark Ruler their board, they still have a few negations to push through that you can't really interact with in a meaningful way. And that is kind of frustrating for a lot of players. Now there's other reasons not to hit Drytron too hard either. On the previous ban list, when they were pretty new, they did take some pretty big hits like Ben 10 going to 1 and Union Carrier getting banned, and that was very close to when they were released. So it might feel pretty unfair to hit them again right after getting Diviner of the Herald and the rank 1 monster. With the TriBrigade archetype, you once again have a situation where you might not want to hit the deck that hard on the upcoming ban list, despite the fact that it is one of the most popular decks in the format. TriBrigades were not very good on release. It took a while for people to try them out more, so hitting that deck right after they got a big piece of support doesn't feel super great for people that just bought the deck to play with the Lightning Overdrive Link 2. So you have a situation where you don't want to hit the two biggest decks right now because those two decks are kind of what's selling Lightning Overdrive besides the Amazement cards, and that can be a pretty tricky situation. So you might say, okay Dzeeff, they won't hit TriBrigade, they won't hit Drytron, maybe they can focus on the older cards that have seen a lot of play over the past year. Those cards aren't new, so maybe they can hit them on the upcoming ban list. Well, that makes sense, except that we have the 2021 tin of Ancient Battles right on the horizon, and in that mega tin a lot of these cards will probably be reprinted. Now, we don't know the actual set breakdown for the tin of Ancient Battles yet, but we do know that they're reprinting cards from Ignition Assault, Eternity Code, Rise of the Duelist, Phantom Rage, and more. And that means they probably don't want to hit the big cards from those sets, because those cards are going to be big reasons to buy the 2021 tin of Ancient Battles. Remember, since 2014, when Megatins were introduced into the TCG, they have consistently been some of the most popular products in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! For competitive and casual players alike, so they won't want to kill the hype of this giant product. And while it is true that Konami is a business and obviously they don't want to lose any sales on their Megatin, keep in mind that it also affects the players and the vendors that already bought this product. There have been a lot of 2021 Megatin pre-sales all over the place online, and all of those players that bought that product probably don't want to see the hype killed on the next ban list. So yes, while Konami is a business and they want to maximize sales, also think about the thousands upon thousands of players who already bought the Megatins and how they would feel if a bunch of the best cards in those got hit on the next ban list. The third big problem is that many products have been delayed. I know the one that people keep talking about is Legendary Duelist Synchro Storm. This was supposed to release this July, so not too far away, and recently it got delayed all the way to January of 2022. Now that is a big example of a huge delay, but a lot of products have gotten delayed like 1 month or 2 months, and that stuff does matter when talking about ban list decisions. What if you were going to release a card off the ban list to sort of line up with a new product, but now that product is pushed several months back and it no longer lines up with that ban list? That can make ban list decisions pretty challenging. So what does that really leave them with? Well, they could hit older cards, things like the Alistair, the Invoker engine, they could hit Miscellaneousaurus, they could hit Guard Dragon LP. These are all cards that have been out for years and are currently still being played. But it might look pretty weird from a player's perspective if Konami doesn't hit Drytron or TriBrigade, but they do hit Alistair and Miscellaneousaurus and Guard Dragon LP. Now there are some older cards in the Drytron and TriBrigade decks, and maybe those could be the ones that get hit on the ban list. Fire Formation Tenki, for example, could be limited. That would make sense, and that is a very old card, and it would hurt TriBrigades without directly hitting any of the TriBrigade cards. And also the deck would probably still be good after that hit. I think that would be a good choice. Drytrons have plenty of old cards as well, things like Herald of the Orange Light and Herald of Ultimateness, and obviously Cyber Angel Benton. They could hit those cards. They might even hit Eva, for example, and hitting 1 or 2 of those cards would mean that Drytron could still be playable, but their power level would be lowered. So I think Konami does have some options here, but like I said at the beginning of the video, they can always do whatever the heck they want. I'm obviously just giving my opinions about the upcoming ban list. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about what I said in today's discussion. I'd love to open up a dialogue in the comment section and see what people think about the July ban list. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Goodbye.